Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to address the overall market. There is a lot of uncertainty at the moment. It is at a critical level. So we're going to look at what to expect tomorrow. I'm also going to be checking out the VIX for y'all, and I'm going to be doing an update on some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the past videos. Y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, and also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, right? So let's get right into it, right off the bat. All right, so we got the SPY, and today was kind of a weird day. The market opened up higher, and then it had a little pop at the open, and it started to just sell off throughout the day. And right now, it was hovering at supports. And as you can see, the futures are down. The futures market are currently down right now. Now, is this going to keep going? Is that level is 3,600 going to be reached? There is a possibility. There is. Tomorrow, there will be two speeches by members of the Fed. All right. The first speech will be at like 9:15 a.m. Central Time, and the second speech will be at 10 a.m. So, which means, again, if you are new to the market, when these speeches happen, market tend to have wild moves, high volatility, right? Which also creates opportunity. Kind of like what happened about 5 days ago. Again, if you haven't seen what type of volatility I'm talking about things like that. Again, just wild move, massive move in either side. It's very easy to get chopped up in here. And it's also very easy to make a mistake and go the wrong way. Like to chase it up here for long, just to find out that everything is like crashing like 30 minutes afterwards, right? It's very, very hard, very difficult to know the overall move. So you have to be very patient when something like this happens. So that's going to happen tomorrow. Now, where is it going to go? Again, like I said yesterday, it's very tough to short at support. So day trading is more preferred compared to swing trading. All right. So we got to look at the VIX. Now, looking at the VIX, yesterday I told y'all that if we break through that level right there, again, since we got this massive bullish pennant, if we break through it and we close above 33, then there could be a massive panic and a massive sell-off in the market. This one, I'm not too convinced. I wish it was a lot. I wish it closed at $34 or above, right? And the thing about the VIX, there isn't any volume at the bottom here. So you just have to go off of the candles itself. But looking at this thing, eventually we're going to run out. But how is it, when exactly is that going to happen? Is it going to happen immediately after those speeches start to occur? Or is the speech going to entice a lot of buyers to start pushing up the market to potentially form a dead cat bounce in the SPY, which in the VIX would look something like this, where we have an all-day fader, right, all the way down to around $28, and then later on, maybe in the middle of October, we start to make a turnaround with the VIX. Again, the market could continue to collapse again. And this next breakout could be for real, right? So there's two ways to look at this thing. Either we come back in and then we keep cooking, right? And then eventually there's massive panic and sell-off later on. Or it happens tomorrow. So just be on the lookout for that. Like I said, day trading is preferred compared to swing trading, especially at these critical levels right here. You don't want to be that person that gets trapped shorting at the lows, right? Just like you don't want to be the person that gets trapped going long at the highs. It's very, very important to apply some patience and to manage your risk within the next 24 to 48 hours, especially when these speeches happen. All right. Now, let's talk about some stocks that I've mentioned in the past. Some of you have been asking for an update on Ford. All right. Now, with Ford, this one didn't do it didn't do what I hoped it would do. Like it opened lower, which is the first part. I warned you about that. I told you that it would open up like right where that rectangle begins at $12.15, and we could see a massive move all the way up towards $12.60 and close there. Right. If you look intraday, it didn't quite do that. Like it tried its very best to really break out. It really, really did. And then the move got really tired, and short sellers started taking over, and everything just started to collapse intraday, right? So it dropped, and then it opened higher again, and it just could not get above $12.20. So the situation is not looking good for Ford. It's going to take a sweet time. It's probably going to trade more over here between like $11.60 and $12 for a while. Like it's going to take a sweet time. Kind of like what happened back here. You see how it took like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles before making up its mind to go higher, right? So we might see something like that, some chop again. And in the chop, you want to be day trading. If you swing trade, the market might open everything higher, then sell everything off, and then open everything higher, sell everything off. And if you look at the big picture, like from day 1 to day 4, the current price is exactly the same, and the calls get crushed, the puts get crushed, and the swings don't make any money, right? Because nothing has happened within that time period. So you have to be very strategic about how you approach the market. So that's my thoughts on this one. I don't have high expectations. The momentum is still bearish, yes. I just think a chop fest is coming soon for it. Now, the next one that I'm going to be discussing with y'all is PDD. Now, with the market being down by 1%, I think this one is going to help out PDD. And I think that it's finally going to fall all the way down to 55. I think tomorrow might be the day. I think. Again, if the reaction to those speeches are terrible, obviously the whole market is going to collapse. But this one will fall much faster, and it's going to fill this gap right here. All right, so keep that in your watch list as well. The rejection at the top already occurred. The gap right here got filled on this day. It got taken care of, right? That's when I told you that it was going to collapse, and it did. And then it collapsed again on that Friday. And right now, the gap right here also got taken care of, if you can see. Again, it got taken care of today, all right? The next one, and the only one that's left, is the one at the bottom. So I'm leaning more bearish on PDD for tomorrow. All right, now the next one that we're going to address, I told you guys, I believe I told y'all to watch Plug for a potential drop, and it looks exactly like what I told y'all here. So this red candle happened. It opened up slightly higher than the close here, and it closed lower. Right, tomorrow again, if the market wants to be annoying and chop and just crush all of the swing traders, like we could see something like this where it opened up higher again at 23, and then it sells off during the day, and then later on this week we might see a bigger move like this to take care of this space right here at $18. It's only a matter of when is it going to finally drop and fill that gap. I think it's going to be either later this week or early next week. Again, big picture, Plug is still bearish. Now, the last stock that I want to address in today's video, somebody asked me to look at Lucid. There you go. Now, Lucid, I'm still bearish on Lucid. I shared a video with y'all way back here, right, at $18 to watch it for a short. And it dropped and it dropped and it dropped along with the overall market. Retested again, right? And then it dropped again. So right now, big picture, keep the big picture in mind. There is nothing that's telling me that we're going to climb. Not with the way things are looking right now. And this is an EV company. When you look at the other small EV companies, for example, we're gonna take Rivian. Rivian it has this floor that I think might break very soon. That floor is right here. Kind of like, again, for those of y'all who have been watching the channel, all right, kind of like it's kind of like FCX in a way, but much wider, much wider. So I'm watching this one. I am. I think that floor is going to break, and when it breaks, we might drop all the way down to $27. Maybe. All right, maybe. It's only a matter of when. The timing has to be just right. So that's my thoughts on Rivian and Lucid and all of the stocks, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at NGumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there are some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.